Y'all been clowning that lady. In fact, for King to be upset is really hilarious to me because they've been clowning his mama since before she was his mama. Or did you forget about what Biggie said back in the day? I really don't care if that little dude gets upset that everybody's talking about his mama because he disrespected his mama.
Not gonna lie to y'all, I understand why 50 Cent would just want to wave the white flag and throw in a towel with this beef. Because now, T.I. and Tiny's youngest daughter has entered the chat, and so did Rick Ross. Now, I'm not going to play the clip of T.I. and Tiny's youngest daughter because I just feel like she's too young to be put out there. But in the clip, she was singing, "I do not play by my mother. You cannot play by my mother." It was mad adorable. I'm not going to lie. I loved it. I loved it. But Rick Ross first commented saying, "Miss Jackson noticed is hot" under Damani's diss track towards 50 Cent titled Miss Jackson. And thank you to all those who corrected me last time because Damani is Tiny's son, but T.I.'s stepson. I don't want to disrespect his mother, but I love it even more because it just shows how strong their family bond is. And if that wasn't enough, Rick Ross also commented under King Harris's post saying, "I need that T in a 3X, lil bro." The t-shirt being the one with 50 Cent's mother on it. I have to say that 50 Cent met his match this time with the Harris family because they on his head top.
Number one, Damani is T.I.'s biological son and Tiny's stepson. Like, this is a prime example of what I mean with these internet weirdos. Like, they get up here and run their mouth and ain't even got their facts straight.
It's a lot of older black men that are siding with 50 Cent. And I don't want y'all to be surprised at that because it's a lot of older black men that act just like 50 Cent. The only difference is they don't have the money. You feel me? But they act just like 50 Cent. Bitter, lonely. Children hate them. Baby mamas hate them. You know what I'm saying? They have crazy broken homes and they don't marry their baby mama because they put their baby mama through so much shit that baby mama don't even want to get married by.
Like, y'all are a joke. You are the most emasculated, feminized group of men that the world has ever produced. Yo, the reason why they baby mamas don't want to marry them is because they put their baby mama through everything. Like, you can't even speak English, bro. And then you want to talk about a lot of these older men is old and bitter and lonely and man, shut up. You can't even, your whole generation, your entire generation is corny as hell. You have to mimic us from Gen X. Damn near all your fit, all your clothing comes from us. The music that your generation put out is trash. None of your artists have any staying power, which is the main reason why you're talking about T.I. and 50 right now. That's my generation, bro. Like, real talk. You don't even have a culture in your generation. You feel me? And you can't even do the simplest thing. So I know you're not talking about my generation being old and bitter when y'all can't even do the simplest thing, which is go out, find a woman, go on an actual date, not a coffee date with your cheap bummy asses. You feel me? You're a generation of dudes that walk around in poo shiesties, black hoodies, basketball shorts, and Crocs. You never get fresh. You're never going to take a woman on an actual date. You feel me? Because you don't want to spend no money with your broke asses, right? And then on top of that, you don't even know how to interact with women to where you have a dating life, then you go into a long-term relationship, and then you get married and have a normal life. Y'all don't even know how to do that. The highlight of your life is playing video games with y'all's bum asses.
T.I. has a better album catalog than 50 Cent. I don't even know why we even having this discussion, bro. 50 Cent dropped Get Rich or Die Trying. That was one of the greatest debut albums in hip-hop history. he dropped The Massacre. That shit was mid at best. He dropped Curtis on the same day that Kanye West did and got smacked. Got smacked. And after that, the nigga didn't even rap no more, bro. The nigga dropped in what, 2009, 2014? Niggas won't listen to that nigga, man. Niggas was not listening to 50 Cent after 2008, bro. Niggas kept listening to T.I. 2010, 2012. The fuck are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? And T.I. came out before the nigga. T.I. came out in 2001. And the nigga career spans longer and he got more fucking hits, bro.
Bro, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so just be quiet. Great value, Faison Love. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. First of all, 50 officially dropped Get Rich or Die Trying in 2002. 50 didn't come out in 2002. 50 been out since, what, 98. So you don't even know what you're talking about. Not to mention the fact, so what if T.I. has had a career where he has been consistently putting out music from 2001 all the way up until recently? Where is his Get Rich or Die Trying? Where is his classic album? And for you to say The Massacre was mid, that just tells me everything I need to know about you as a musical fan. Okay? Because that wasn't mid. Not to mention, he put out the G-Unit album, Beg for Mercy. That's his album. Not to mention, he put out the freaking Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack. Not to mention, he put out freaking Curtis, which was not mid. You feel me? That joint got hits on it. What are you talking about? Not to mention the fact the countless, the ridiculous amount of music he put out in the mixtape circuit. 50 literally changed the game. When 50 dropped Get Rich or Die Trying, the world came to a stop. When has T.I. put anything out where the world came to a stop? T.I. getting wiped down by freaking Jeezy. He getting wiped down by Ludacris. He getting wiped down by countless Southern rappers. What are we talking about? You've lost your mind, bro.
So let me get it straight. We got T.I. dissing 50 on a new track. We got 50 posting Tiny in an unflattering way. And we got King going absolutely ballistic on social media, posting 50 Cent's mother's headstone. All because T.I. called 50 out for a versus. If 50 didn't want to do it, he could have just said no. We could have avoided all of this.
Okay, so first of all, dude, he did say no. He absolutely said no. All right? T.I. is the one that's having a bitch fit about him not wanting to do the verses. So get your facts straight, bro. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I never imagined there was this amount of T.I. meat stretching going on the internet. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Y'all have gotten to the point where y'all are on the internet saying things that ain't even facts. Talking about T.I. had a better career than 50. Have you lost your mind? You lost your mind. And then y'all want to jump out here and act like all of a sudden y'all like King. All of a sudden now you like King. Really? All of a sudden y'all like King. Oh, King going at 50. King putting belt to ass at 50. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, really?
For real? Are you gonna get upset about this? Man, I know you ain't
This
finna
boy
do
is
that.
salty,
No,
man.
you ain't finna do that.
King Harris, he ain't tough, boy.
I know you capping. I know you. I know you. I know you. Shut up. Shut up. I know you. Ain't no mystery about here. I know you though. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself.
People have to run to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
Act like a baby to go to your grandmama's house.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why you want to be over there. Y'all ready? Because he can suck a pacifier over there. She was 12 years old. He was sucking a pacifier. She was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
You can't. You can't. Why you letting him play with me?
Joking.
No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Hey, what is she talking about?
So let me get this straight. For all of you people that's running around the internet talking about what King did to 50, you're talking about the child that was on the show as a teenager that was getting upset and was literally going into a meltdown, just standing there, you know, having a little mini temper tantrum, you know, or what people like to call a conniption fit, right? And then you had the incident that I'm pretty sure everybody remembers, because in that incident, I actually was on T.I.'s side on that one. I'm like, why is his son disrespecting him like that? So what you want me and everybody else in the world to do is look at King like he's standing on business about the disrespect of his mama because 50 Cent posted a photo of Tiny and said, keep my name out your mouth. He didn't call Tiny ugly. He didn't say she was busted. He didn't say none of that. And trust and believe, 50 can really get grimy when it comes to talking trash. But he didn't do any of that. He just posted a photo of her, right? And so everybody's all online talking about some, oh my God, I can't believe 50 is why he got to bring Tiny into this. Why are y'all acting like y'all ain't been clowning Tiny since forever? Let's be real about this. You bunch of hypocrites. Y'all have been dragging Tiny through the internet forever. Forever y'all been talking about that woman. Whenever you get the opportunity, and look, I'm not sitting here saying that it's right for anybody to be talking about somebody's mama or somebody's wife. That ain't right. But for y'all to sit around pretending like y'all haven't been going in on that woman, that ain't the first time she's been posted. That ain't the first time y'all have picked on her BBL. That ain't the first time. I remember when she got an eye color change. Y'all was saying she looked like Smokey Robinson. Y'all been clowning that lady. In fact, for King to be upset is really hilarious to me because they've been clowning his mama since before she was his mama. Or did you forget about what Biggie said back in the day? Or what countless people have been saying about her ever since that boy was a little boy? Now, one of the reasons why I really don't care if that little let me not go there. I really don't care if that little dude gets upset that everybody's talking about his mama, because he disrespected his mama. He disrespected his mama. In that clip I just showed you, he up there going ham at a family event, right? And T.I. telling him to calm down, his mama telling him to calm down, and he's still cutting up. You want to know why? Because he's a poser. He's a wannabe gangster. He grew up in a household where he had every privilege afforded to him. He grew up in a freaking gated community where his father and his mother worked their asses off. Okay? Now, look, we can go back and forth about 50 and T.I., who's the better artist or whatever, but I ain't going to take nothing away from T.I. working his ass off, Tiny working her ass off, right? They did everything they could to be able to live a good life and be able to give their children everything that they needed. That boy grew up in the lap of luxury behind walls in a gated community. And what did he say right there? Oh, well, the reason why I wanted to go, they was like, yo, you begged to go to your grandmama house. well, the reason why I wanted to go to my grandmama's house is because I didn't want to be behind those walls. I didn't want to be behind those walls. I wanted to be out in the neighborhood. And this is why all of this came about, because he was standing there capping, trying to pretend like he was a gangster, trying to pretend like he grew up tough and grew up hard. And they pulled his card. His parents pulled his card. T.I. pulled his card. That's why T.I. was saying, yo, my history ain't a mystery. And then King trying to play T.I. and say, oh, you ain't tough like that. So let me get this straight, King. If you sitting here saying that 50 can't go up against your father, why was you saying that your father wasn't tough? Why was you going up against your father? Does that make any sense? And so while you're standing there trying to be gangster at a family event, who's trying to be gangster at a family event with your parents and your siblings? I think they was at a football game. I think they was at the Falcons game. And then when you start talking about, I didn't want to be behind the walls, I wanted to be at grandmama's house, what'd they say? Then they really outed you. Yo, you want to know why? What did your mama say? The same woman that you disrespected, the same woman that you claim you so upset because somebody posted a photo of her. What did she say? She took the camera and said, you want to know why he wanted to go to his grandmama's house? He used to beg to go to his grandmama's house. He used to cry to go to his grandmama's house because she let him suck a pacifier until he was 12 years old. You saw it. Tiny said it. T.I. said it. But this is the individual that y'all said is going to come at 50 Cent. Southside Jamaica, Queens, 50 Cent. 50 Cent was on the block at 12 years old, grinding. 50 Cent really comes from that background that King wishes he comes from. You're starting to see where the animosity is at? 50 really lived the life that T.I.'s son is trying his best to emulate and glorify. See? But y'all on the internet talking about well, the King really did the thing and he stood on business and let's not forget, y'all was clowning him for a long time too. Y'all been clowning him because it ain't just his mama that y'all been throwing up on memes. You've been throwing King up on memes too. Talking about he weird looking and stuff. But now all of a sudden, because y'all don't like 50, now all of a sudden King standing on business. Now all of a sudden T.I. got the best catalog ever. Man, please. Y'all are bugging.
You about to just land him on us.
Yeah, yeah, man. Every time that nigga come out with a bullshit ass post, I'm finna drop something. I don't do memes. Yeah. I don't do memes. I do music. So you know.
That's it. You know.
He can keep on creating. He can keep on creating all them bullshit ass memes, man. I'm gonna goddamn hit his ass in the face with the music.
That's right. Yeah. No, we had a sidebar chat and said, some people good at music, some people good at social media. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, some people got talent, some people don't.
Some people got talent and some people don't.
The nigga walks in, caught me slamming his mom. You hear me? Nailing his mom. We ain't been the same since. Well, goddamn.
The man was fighting a Rico. A fucking Rico. I'm sorry, hey, white people, Young Thug is a rapper. He from Cleveland Avenue. And his name don't sound like much, you know what I'm saying? But he's held in high regard within the community, okay? He's a national treasure, all right? Yes. Responsible for many Negro spirituals. You hear me?
You're right about that. You're right about that. Comedy, anybody?
Oh.
Simple as that.
That's it. Hey, well, listen, I think with all that being
said, man, y'all been fooled.
Oh, yeah.
Could that goddamn convince y'all to think that nigga some kind of tough ass bear. Nigga ain't nobody, man.
He said, y'all been fooled. Thinking he's somebody, he ain't nobody. Yo, 50 Cent ain't nobody is crazy work. Are you serious? Let's cut through all of the crap. Why is T.I. so adamant about doing a verses with 50 Cent? Well, it's real simple. And I don't think anybody else has paid any attention to this. The reason he wants to do a verses with 50 Cent, as opposed to doing a verses with the countless Southern rappers that are actually his peers, that are actually at his level, that are actually his rivals, he doesn't want to do that. Because he knows that if he goes and does a verses against another Southern rapper and loses, which if he does one against Ludacris, he might take a L. If he does one against Future, he's definitely gonna take a L. There are countless hell. If he did one against Jeezy, he would definitely take a L. And he doesn't want to do that. Because if he goes up against a Southern rapper in a versus and loses, he can't run around calling himself King of the South no more. So he has to make this about a rapper like 50 Cent, because 50 Cent is a New York rapper. Plus, in addition to that, if he goes up against a Southern rapper, he can't try to rally the entire South to be on his side like he's doing right now. See, right now he's trying to make this, the underlying thing is that this is a Southern rapper going against a New York rapper that a lot of people have an animosity towards. But keep in mind that underlying drama, that unresolved drama between the North and the South is still there. Remember, Andre 3000 said that the South got something to say. And so right now, you got all of these people putting 50's catalog into question, which ain't surprising because y'all have been putting Jay-Z's catalog into question. There's been a lot of animosity towards New York. And ever since New York has not been the main musical scene, y'all's disrespect has been getting real flagrant. So T.I. wants to go up against 50 because he can, one, rally the entire South to be on his side, knowing that 50 wouldn't be able to rally all of New York to be on his side because of that history, with everybody having issues with 50 in New York, right? Plus, by not going against another Southern rapper, he can still run around here calling himself the King of the South.